Yes, ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to Roger's Kakasungura YouTube channel. It has been a long time, but then we really thank God for the progress we're making in our channel. We are at 466 subscribers, and our target is 1,000. And I believe we will catch up with our target in a few months or weeks. Thank you so much for the people who have continued to support our content and who are really sharing our content. It's a good progress, and I believe in a couple of weeks, as I say, or months, we shall be at 1,000 subscribers and around 4,000 watched hours so that we can be monetized. Thank you so much for those who are sending their feedback on the comment section and those who have called me personally. Those who have sent their text through the number I have provided down there, congratulating our work and giving us morale to continue. We really appreciate you so much, and may God continue to put you there so that we teach one another. And I would love to hear your feedback on my episodes once again on your comment section, or you can text direct to 0700 16 94 44. You text WhatsApp. You can even call and let's know what you think about our content. Today, I want to speak to young people, and that is my area of specialization in this particular YouTube channel. Of course, laying emphasis on a relationship and dating, and lastly, marriage, because I'm a married person and I know what I'm talking about. I want to speak to a young person out there that, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, you can never find Mr. Perfect out here. You can never find Miss Perfect out here. You can never find a perfect lady, and you can never find a perfect man. I have worn this black jumper today because at this time it's heavily, I'm telling you, is heavily falling in Kisii town, and I have worn this to keep myself warm. Now, the Bible is very clear. I will refer a couple of verses here. The Bible is very clear. There is no man who is perfect on earth. If you want to marry, just find your choice and then perfect that man. Okay, let me not use the word perfect because it's impossible to perfect something. You can't perfect something. You can try to make it better, but then you cannot perfect. Perfect means 100%. So let us not lie to ourselves that you can find something that is perfect. You can only better something to become good or better, but not perfect. You cannot find a man who is exactly perfect to your requirements. The same case, you can never find a woman who is perfect to your requirement. What we can only do as human beings is to try and understand one another. If God has given you a man in your life, understand one another and learn to accommodate one another in the area of weakness. If you are a man and you found a lady, try to understand that lady by not comparing her to other people you see somewhere. The problem with our relationships and marriages is because we do comparisons. If you are a man, you go and look at your husband, you go and look at your wife or your girlfriend and think, how I wish she was like so and so. If you are a woman, you look at your man and you wish, how I wish he was so and so. Let me tell you, you wish of the character you haven't stayed with and know how it behaves. Out here, when you see the Mr. Person you are comparing with your husband, is because you haven't entered into that person and really tried to know his real character. You only see the face, the walking style, the 5-pack, the 6-pack, you say, and the way he dresses. But then you haven't gone into this man and understand his character. So, we are breaking our relationships and marriages because we try to compare our partners by the people we have not learned their characters, but we see them physically when they walk on the streets. Stop comparing your partner with other people and try to make that partner the person you want. Let me go deeper before I refer into verses here. If you love girls who wear miniskirts and your wife wears bui, try to modify your woman. Tell her, baby, I want you to be in a miniskirt. Modify that person into the person you want. Sit down and tell her, baby, I feel proud and I feel good when I see you in a miniskirt and not a bui. A woman who is upstairs normal will change. If you're a woman, like now my wife doesn't love jeans, so I won't force myself into jeans because I want to be in a jeans. No, she doesn't want it. So she feels good when she sees me in an official, for example, in a suit, in a sweater, in a t-shirt or so. That's what she feels makes her good to see me. So why should I wear to please other people and avoid pleasing my wife? If she wants me to be in an official in a suit, that is what I will exactly do. Because one, she's the one who washes this. She's the one who irons this. She's the one who takes care of this. So if she wants me to be that kind of a person she wants, then I take the dressing she loves. Because after all, I'm created to make her happy. Listen. The Bible says in the book of Isaiah chapter 64 verse number 6, all of us are dirty with sin. All the right things we do have done are like filthy piece of cloth. Let me explain. This verse is trying to insinuate that nobody is perfect. All of us have sinned. So if you think you can find Mr. Perfect, if you think you can find a perfect lady, not on earth, go and marry in Mars or in another planet or not Earth. You see? Ecclesiastes chapter number 7 verse 20. There is not a righteous person on earth. It's not me, it's the Bible. There is not a righteous person on earth who always does good and never sins. If the Bible says that, then my friend, I doubt your relevance to say that you can find Mr. Perfect, the person you want. So from today, I want you to start understanding the partner you're living with, so that you together build. First, this is not a person you are not born with. He is not your father, he's not your brother, she is not your sister, she is not your mother, she is not your grandfather. This is a person you met. You were raised up in different environments. So do not expect her environment to suit your environment, because you were not brought together in that environment. What am I trying to say? As a man, you love, as a woman, or as a man. Let me use an example of a man. A man, you love taking wet fried chicken, for example, and cooked with some, how do you call them? Hizo vitu wanawekanga hizo the I don't know, call them the decorations or what. There is a name but I've forgotten. Then you've married a wife from a background which cooking chicken was a history. But then this woman has the character you want, but she cannot cook the food you want. As a good man, what are you supposed to do? And yourself, you know how to cook it. Unataka chai ya maziwa, ile fupi vile mnasema, but you are marrying a woman from a family where taking tea was history. It was a privilege to have tea, to take tea in the family. And then this is the same woman you want her to cook the tea you want, which you could take 3 days a day in your family. Are you really being fair to this woman? You are a woman, you are marrying a man who, in their family, for example, let me not even comment. You see, ladies want a man who can provide, a man who can love, a man who can, you see. Now, you're marrying a man from a background whereby their family, for instance, it was the mother who was taking care of family affairs. Sasa huyu mwanaume amezoea hivyo. Amekuja, he has good character, yes, but then this man needs some training on how to manage family wealth at some point. You know they say behind a successful man there is a woman. So as a good woman, what are you supposed to do is to ulea huyu mwanaume to a level you want him to be. What am I trying to say in short? Let me read for you the last verse here in the book of Romans chapter 3 verse 23. The Bible says, all have sinned and fallen short of glory of God and are justified by his grace as a gift. What does the Bible try to say? All of us have fallen short of grace. The only thing we need is understanding one another and build the family that we want. Hello? I don't know if I'm communicating to somebody. If you've been privileged to find a man or a wife, kindly build this man to the man you want, so long as he had good character. You see, character, what do I mean? Mungu amekubariki, umekuwa na mwanaume mwenye apendi, for example, kutoka nje vile unataka wewe. Mwanaume mwenye apendi kuwatch ball usiku vile unataka wewe. But then this man cannot or is not able to dress as you want. As a good wife, what do? Tell him, baby, this is how I want you to dress. And when you dress like this, I feel happy. That is when we build our family. It's not running away. It's not divorcing. It's not talking about them out there. Unaenda huko kwa village unaambia watu ati bwana yangu ajui kudress, mke wangu ajui kupika. That is total nonsense. Subscribe, share. See you in the next episode.